Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well on this New Year's day, Hannah. Okay, so today we will be beginning with our next chapter of Flamingo CBSE Class 12th, and that is The Lost Spring. Okay, so let us firstly understand that why has the prose been named as Lost Spring. Okay, so spring is considered as a season of freshness and blossoming of flowers, blooming of flowers, leaves, plants, growth of plants, right? The chirping of birds and everything. So, lost spring here means that this condition has been lost, like flowers are not blooming, and here flowers are referred to as children. Okay, so this particular work describes the terrible condition of poor children. These children are those who did not get to enjoy their childhood because of the socio-economic condition in this world. Right? We know the existence of gap between rich and poor. This is something that is observed all over the world, and children don't even have the opportunity for schooling. There is so much pressure on these little children that they have to practice early labor, like literally when they are even under the age of 14 years they start to work with their parents, isn't it? So obviously this denies them education as well as the enjoyment. Okay, so this is what we are going to deal here today. The condition of children have been discussed through two parts. One is through Sahib's experience and one is through Mukesh's experience. So first part tells us that author's impressions regarding the life of poor rag pickers. Okay, rag pickers are those मतलब, like the ones who do जो कूड़ा उठाते हैं, है ना, या फिर जो कूड़े में से चीज़ें ढूंढते हैं रिसाइकल करने के लिए, दोज आर रैग पिकर्स. सो दे हैव कम फ्रॉम ढाका. Dhaka is a very Dhaka is a place in Bangladesh, present day Bangladesh, and now they have come from here to the periphery of Delhi. Okay, in the area of Simapuri, and they had come here because destruction had come in their fields and homes due to storms, that is natural calamity. And now they had come to big city hoping that yes they will get a good living there, but no, reality was very painful for them and they had to face many hardship. There was certainly poor and lacked various resources. Okay, so writer watches Sahib every morning as he scrounges for gold in the neighborhood. Scrounges for gold in the neighborhood means he was a child, a small child, but he used to find things uh, in the racks. Sorry, in the dust and in the waste materials outside everyone's home or in the dump areas. And scrounging for gold means sometimes these children would able to find a coin or two from it. So these were wonders for them. Okay, they always wished that they will again get this and it will be the happiest thing for them. And there were quite a few things that they were unable to reach. Okay, even the conditions were so bad that this sahib was having several friends. Okay, so the parents did not give them the full pair of shoes because it was very expensive. Okay, or a child would have one shoe in one leg and other would be barefooted. Okay, so these were the things. Other than that, when they were unable to reach several needs of the day, then sahib joined a tea stall. Okay, thinking that there would be a possibility for him to earn 800 rupees and all the meals would be covered. But though this allowed him to fulfill his needs, that is meal and 800 rupees, but it deprived him of his freedom. Okay, so the condition is pretty hopeless and full. Till now, we dealt with the first part of the prose. Now, second part explores the life of Mukesh. Mukesh is another boy who belongs to a family of bangle makers. And this has been set in Firozabad. And we all know Firozabad is famous for its amazing glass blowing industry, that is bangle making industry. Okay, there is an engagement of nearly 20,000 children in this particular business. So you see that all the children who are, very young in age are involved in this bangle making industry, and no one understands or respects the law that forbids child labor. Okay, because obviously poor people are really not aware of these laws or rules that are existing in our society. Moreover, the living conditions as well as working conditions both are horrendous, meaning both were really horrible, terrible. These children live in dreary cells, that is very difficult for them to survive. They work in very hot furnaces, very small rooms of factories. This is certainly very dangerous as it makes these children blind when they enter adulthood. Because bangles have that small properties of chemical that is not good for eyes, and young children having very sensitive eyes get affected. Furthermore, these children have to deal with a lot of debt. Obviously, now these children have to answer to their parents as well. They are unable to think of the solution to solve this problem. There is no way these children could come out of this trap. And there is a vicious cycle that hinders their way of progress, and that is of policemen, bureaucrats, middlemen, and politicians. Okay, women in the household consider it to be destiny or fate. As a result of such thinking, this has become a tradition that everyone will make bangles. My child, your child, everyone, this will pass on from generation to generation. But there was something different about this boy Mukesh. What was it? He was not like the rest of the folk there. This is because he possessed big dreams, unlike others who just considered their life to be bangle making. He had a desire to become a motor mechanic in future. The garage where he would practice would be very far away from where he lives, but he has the determination to walk for such a long distance. Okay, this is the determination that he's going to change this tradition. Okay, it is me who is going to bring the change. And obviously, there's a great saying of Mahatma Gandhi: "Be the change that you want to see in the world." So this boy can be set as example of that, isn't it? So, conclusion we can say is it gives the analysis of the impoverished condition faced by many children that condemn them to live a life of pain, oppression, and lack of education. So, you get it? The lost spring, the significance of the title is so very clear through the two instances, through the two particular paths that we have seen. All right. Other than that, there are several more minute details that you can see through the written content on the screen as well as in the book. Okay, and apart from all of these things, I will be making a video on the important questions through a shorts video. You all can look into that. Thank you so much. Stay tuned and do subscribe my channel if you liked it. Thank you.